Chapter 1. Ibrahim lived with his mother in a tiny mud house at the edge of the village. The roof leaked during the rains, the floor cracked in the summers, and there was hardly ever enough food to last 3 days. His mother, Amna, had once been a schoolteacher, but after his father died in an accident, life broke her strength and her job slipped away. Still, she always smiled at Ibrahim and said, "Putar, remember this, poverty is not a prison. It is a test." Ibrahim believed her. He had to. Every morning, he woke before sunrise. While other children slept peacefully, he went out to collect firewood from the forest, sold it in the village market, and brought home just enough to buy bread. One day, while he was arranging the firewood, a shopkeeper said to him, "Ibrahim, why do you work so hard at this age? Go play like other children." But Ibrahim simply smiled. "Uncle, when Allah tests you early, He is preparing you for something bigger." The shopkeeper stared, surprised by the wisdom of such a young boy. Chapter 2. Ibrahim loved learning. He loved books. He loved knowledge. But his mother couldn't afford school fees. So he did the next best thing. Every afternoon, he would sit outside the school window, listening to the lessons being taught inside. The other children laughed at him sometimes. "Look, the firewood seller wants to study. He thinks he can become something. He'll always be poor." But Ibrahim never reacted. He kept listening. One day, the teacher walked out of the class and saw Ibrahim scribbling numbers in the sand. The teacher quietly watched as Ibrahim solved a math problem faster than most students inside the classroom. "Ibrahim, who taught you this?" Ibrahim looked up, nervous. "Sir, I just listen, from outside." The teacher placed a hand on his shoulder. "If you study like this without a classroom, imagine what you can do inside one." That evening, the teacher went to Ibrahim's mother and said, "Your son has a mind brighter than sunlight. Let me teach him for free." Tears filled Amna's eyes. Finally, a door had opened. Chapter 3. But life does not allow happiness without a struggle. A month later, Ibrahim's mother fell severely ill. The doctor said, "She needs medicine and rest. But it will cost money." Money. The one thing Ibrahim didn't have. He worked even harder. Collecting firewood, carrying water for people, cleaning shops. But still, the money was not enough. One night, Ibrahim sat beside his sleeping mother and whispered, "Ami, I will become rich one day. Not for myself. But so no mother ever suffers like you." He wiped tears off her forehead. Those words became a promise. A promise that would change his destiny. Chapter 4. At age 13, Ibrahim made a bold decision. He told his teacher, "Sir, I want to start a small business." The teacher smiled. "What business?" Ibrahim took a deep breath. "Soap. Soap." The teacher laughed gently. "Why soap?" Ibrahim explained. "In our village, people walk far to buy soap from the city. If I make good quality soap here, people will buy it. I can earn and help my mother." The teacher paused, impressed again by Ibrahim's mind. He helped Ibrahim with a small amount of money, enough to buy caustic soda, oil, colors, and fragrances. Ibrahim learned formulas, tested mixtures, and worked for hours in the backyard. His hands burned. His skin peeled. But he didn't stop. After weeks of failure, he finally created his first proper soap bar. It wasn't perfect, but it was his. He wrapped it in newspaper, wrote, "Ibrahim's Soap," with a pencil, and walked to the market. People laughed. Who will buy soap from a kid? You think you can compete with big companies. But Ibrahim believed in what he had made. He went door to door. He smiled. He explained. He offered samples. At the end of the day, he sold 3 bars only. But when he reached home, he held the money tightly and whispered, "Every big journey begins with a small sale." Chapter 5. Weeks passed. Sales were slow. Some days, he sold nothing. Some days, people returned the soap, complaining, "It melts too fast. It smells strange. It breaks quickly." Ibrahim felt defeated. He wanted to quit. One evening, he threw the leftover soap on the ground and cried, "Why is success so hard?" His mother slowly came outside, leaning on the doorframe. "Putar," she said gently. "Gold shines only after fire." Those words hit his heart. He picked up the broken soap bars, washed his tears, and said, "I will try again." Chapter 6. Instead of giving up, Ibrahim did something brilliant. He watched how factory-made soaps were shaped, cut, dried, and hardened. He experimented again, this time with new techniques. Check mark better ratios. Check mark proper drying time. Check mark new fragrance. Check mark stronger texture. After 2 months of constant experimenting, he made a soap that looked professional. He redesigned the packaging using brown paper and simple rope. When he returned to the market, shopkeepers were shocked. You made this. This looks like a city product. His confidence returned. People started buying. 5 bars. 10 bars. Then 30. Within weeks, his soap became popular. But Ibrahim knew something important. Popularity is good. Consistency is better. Chapter 7. One afternoon, a shopkeeper named Haji SB called him. Ibrahim, bring 200 soap bars. I want to sell them in my wholesale shop. Ibrahim's heart almost stopped. 200. His voice trembled. Yes, Haji laughed. Your soap is selling better than the city brands. Ibrahim rushed home and shouted joyfully. Ami, this is it. This is our chance. His mother hugged him tightly. Over the next 2 weeks, Ibrahim worked day and night. He barely slept. His hands blistered. But he produced 200 soap bars, packed neatly and cleanly. When he delivered them, Haji SB paid him an amount Ibrahim had never held before. For the first time, Ibrahim felt success. But this was only the beginning. Chapter 8. Then came the moment that changed everything forever. Despite the medicines, Ibrahim's mother's health worsened. One day, she held his hand and whispered, My son, if one day you become a rich man, remember the pain of the poor. He cried, Ami, don't say that. You will see everything. You will see me succeed. But destiny had other plans. That night, she quietly took her last breath. While holding Ibrahim's hand, the world shattered. Everything felt empty. Even success tasted bitter. At her grave, Ibrahim made a promise. Ami, I swear, I will build a life so strong that no child will suffer what I suffered. And I will help the poor, in your name. That promise became his purpose. And purpose is stronger than motivation. Stronger than hope. Stronger than fear. It is the fuel of greatness. Cloud with Rain Chapter 1. Success does not erase struggle, it only changes its shape. Years after building Starlight Greenworks, Arjun was respected nationwide. But success attracts envy. A group of wealthy industrialists, threatened by Arjun's growing eco-friendly empire, secretly plotted against him. They bribed officials, spread false stories in newspapers, and questioned the safety of his compost machines. One morning, Arjun woke to flashing headlines. Starlight Greenworks accused of causing chemical hazards. Arjun Malik under investigation. His world shook. Employees panicked. Investors threatened withdrawal. His father gripped his chest in worry. His mother prayed silently, tears slipping. But Arjun stayed calm. He had faced hunger. He had faced storms. He would face this too. Fire Chapter 2. Arjun began visiting every site personally. He inspected machines, tested compost, gathered research. He held a press conference. Greater than, my machines are designed to clean this earth, not harm it. Truth will speak louder than rumors. But the industrialists wanted him destroyed. They pressured banks to freeze his funds. Contracts were cancelled. Trucks stopped. Factories slowed to silence. For a moment, Arjun's empire trembled. Some advised, sell everything. Move abroad. Save yourself. But he replied, greater than, a soldier does not abandon his battlefield. His journey from poverty had taught him this. When the world tries to bury you, you grow roots. Chapter 3. In the midst of chaos, help arrived unexpectedly. A boy from a slum, barefoot, thin, nervous, came to Arjun's office. Sir, you don't know me, he said. You built a water filter in our slum last year. My mother is alive because of you. The boy held a small USB drive. My brother works at the factory of the men who are trying to destroy you. He copied secret files. They prove they are polluting the rivers and blaming you. Arjun took the evidence with trembling hands. Proof. Finally, his legal team went to court. Documents were submitted. The truth unfolded like sunrise. Chapter 4. Court hearings lasted months. Politicians, industrialists, lawyers, all tried to crush him. But evidence was powerful. Witnesses spoke. Workers came in support. Finally, the judge announced. Greater than, all allegations against Starlight Greenworks are false. Arjun Malik is innocent. The real culprits are the complaining industrial companies. Arjun's mother cried with relief. His father hugged him tightly, something he hadn't done in years. The nation watched the news. A poor boy had defeated giants. Classical Building Chapter 5. In the National Award ceremony, in front of thousands, Arjun was called on stage. Mr. Arjun Malik, the announcer said, for transforming waste into life, for giving jobs to the poor, and for serving this nation with honesty. You are awarded the Golden Humanitarian Medal. The audience stood in applause. Arjun walked to the stage slowly, remembering his village's broken walls, his mother's trembling hands, his father's silent suffering, his childhood hunger, his first machine breaking in the storm, his years of doubt. Tears filled his eyes. He spoke softly. Greater than, I was not born rich. I was born determined. I dedicate this award to every child who sleeps hungry, but dreams fearlessly. The hall erupted in cheers. Building Construction Chapter 6. Arjun expanded his foundation. He opened 50 schools in rural areas. He built hospitals for the poor. He gave scholarships, opened free libraries, repaired village roads, built solar-powered homes. Wherever he had once suffered, he now planted hope. He didn't just become rich. He made others rich in dignity. Heart Chapter 7. After 20 years, Arjun returned to Raipur, the place where dust once clung to his bare feet. He walked the familiar roads. The villagers gathered in awe. Arjun Bhai, you came back. Look at him. The boy who had nothing. Children ran to him, asking for stories. Old women blessed him. Men saluted him respectfully. Arjun rebuilt the entire village. Clean water wells, solar lights, free school, medical center, community hall, training institutes. He built a huge garden at the center of the village and named it Ma Ki Muskan Park, Mother's Smile Park. His mother wept when she saw the board. Glowing Star Chapter 8. One evening, Arjun climbed the old roof of his childhood home. The same place where he once lay watching stars through holes in the roof. But now the roof was repaired, strong, safe. He looked up at the sky. The same stars, unchanged. His father came and sat beside him. You did what I could never do, his father whispered. You turned our curse into a blessing. Arjun replied. Greater than, I just followed what you taught me. Never steal. Never lie. Work hard. And never let pain make you cruel. His father smiled faintly. I am proud of you, son. It was the richest moment of Arjun's life. Dove Chapter 9. Years passed. Arjun became a national icon. Not for his wealth, but for his humanity. People said, he rose from nothing. He works for others. He changed lives. Universities invited him for speeches. Young entrepreneurs called him their inspiration. But Arjun stayed humble. He still visited slums, still gave scholarships, still spoke kindly to strangers. His wealth was huge, but his heart was larger. Sunrise Chapter 10. One night, as the sun set behind golden clouds, Arjun stood on his balcony overlooking a city lit by thousands of lights. Lights powered partly by the clean energy his company created. He closed his eyes and reflected. Speech balloon. A poor boy once dreamed beneath these stars. Today, that boy stands tall, but the dream remains the same. To light the world, one life at a time. He realized the truth. Being rich isn't about money. It's about rising above fear. Helping those left behind. Turning pain into power. Turning struggle into strength. Turning life into legacy. And so, the poor boy who became a rich man became something even greater. A rich soul.